one even cares if you die alone. I don't even care if you die alone. I don't even care if you die alone.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'll be doing my top 20 horror films from the year 2000 to 2009. This is a part of the top 20 of 2020 that Joe the Horror Man and Jason from Horrific Nightmares JM. I'm loving seeing everyone else's lists. I think they're a lot of fun. Sorry I haven't been uploading a lot lately. I've just had a bit of stuff on, but yeah, I really like getting involved in these lists. But yeah, without further ado, this is my list, so my opinions. We'll just get stuck into it. Number 20, we have 2005's The Descent. Absolutely great creature feature with stunning atmosphere. Number 19 from 2005, we have Wolf Creek. Great Australian film. Someone else also said like this put Australia on the map for horror a bit. Like, we did have a lot of Australian horror before this, but this one went trending worldwide. A lot of people knew about it. From 2004, I'm going to go with the original Saw. Just that ending alone is so good, and it kickstarted a pretty big franchise for that decade. Even though I haven't seen past, I think, Saw 4 or 5 yet, but I do quite enjoy the first 3 films. Number 17, we have The Loved Ones from 2009. Another Australian film. It's almost like a torture film with this psychotic girl. Yeah, sure most people have seen it, but if not, and you look after a nice Australian horror movie, definitely recommend it. Coming in at number 16, also from 2009, we have The Collector. Great home invasion film. Very gory and brutal. The traps that the collector sets up in this house are insane. Yeah, extremely good movie. At number 15, we have the original Cabin Fever. One of those films that I seen when I was young and really enjoyed it. I think it has good atmosphere out in the woods. The practical effects are really, really good in this. Yeah, really gruesome practical effects, and just the thought about it, especially with what we're going through now. Yeah, cool, like virus movie. From 2007, number 14, we have 28 Weeks Later. I do prefer this over 28 Days Later. Not too sure. I think it's just everything's amped up a lot. I really like that opening scene too, where that guy leaves his family and is just running through that field. I think that music and the way that's shot is just incredible. So yeah, it's number 14. At number 13 from 2006, we have The Hills Have Eyes remake. I think this is a fantastic remake. It's so brutal. Some of the kills in this are so mean-spirited and just next level, like where the husband gets burnt alive in front of everybody. Yeah, just intense movie, and that's how you do a remake. At number 12 from 2003, I'm going to go with Final Destination 2. It is my favorite in the franchise. Just that whole highway scene at the start. I'm sure everyone that drives behind a log truck now always thinks about that movie. I know I do for sure. And just in general, these films spawned a really interesting and cool franchise that hadn't been done before. Number 11, also from 2003, I'm going to go with the original Wrong Turn. I really enjoyed this franchise. I still haven't picked up or seen part 6, but I don't think there's a bad one in the bunch. They're all kind of similar. But I think the first one, just out in the forest, is just really cool. Like the hillbilly slasher. I don't know, just a lot of fun, these films. I feel like you can throw any of them on and have a good time with it. So we got top 10 time now. And coming in at number 10 from 2008, we have The Strangers. Just a fantastic home invasion film. Creepy atmosphere. The killers don't really have a motive besides the people were there. Wrong place, wrong time. Yeah, and I really enjoyed the sequel as well. But yeah, this was one of those ones that like everybody knew about, like not just horror fans when it came out, like even the mainstream got a hold of this. Coming in at number 9 from 2008, Eden Lake. I've seen this on a few other lists, and for good reason. Brutal movie. There's no winners in this one. Yeah, just the things that these kids do to this couple are pretty next level. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, great British horror film. Coming in at number 8, going with the Friday the 13th remake from 2009. I don't have an individual release of it, but yeah, I need to rewatch it again, but I remember loving it so much. I'm a big fan of the Friday the 13th franchise, so yeah, the remake is just awesome. So that's my number 8. At number 7 from 2006, we have Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Great satire movie on the slasher genre. Yeah, anyone that's familiar with slasher movies is going to have a good time with this film. That's all I'm going to say. We got number 6, my bad. From 2006, we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. I do prefer this over the 2003 remake. I just think the prequel is really cool. The gore is amped up in this a lot. I don't know if this is the unrated version or not. Probably not, because it's an Australian DVD. But and Ali Ermey's character of Sheriff Hoyt steals the show in this movie. I think he's the main attraction to this film. He's just so psychotic and intense and in your face. But yeah, awesome prequel. Number 5, also from 2006, we have the original Hatchet. Yeah, awesome slasher, great practical effects, great slasher character in Victor Crowley. Spawned a good franchise, like all the films in the franchise, but yeah, the original is just great when you see him for the first time and he goes to town on that old couple. Just awesome. At number 4 from 2007, we have Rob Zombie's Halloween. I do really enjoy Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 as well, but I think this one's just a lot better. I'm sure a lot of people agree with me on that one. People didn't want a backstory on Michael. I didn't mind it. It's good to do something different. The kills are absolutely brutal in this, like when he's beating that kid with a stick and stuff like that. And I recently watched on this Blu-ray, where is it, this documentary. It's about 4.5 hours long. It's more just like a behind the scenes, but it's different to any of the behind the scenes stuff I've previously watched. It's like a documentary / behind the scenes. If you're a fan of this film, I highly recommend it. Took me a few sittings, but it was definitely worth it. But yeah, number 4, Rob Zombie's Halloween. Top 3 time from the year 2000. At number 3, we have American Psycho. Yeah, not much to say about this movie. It's almost perfect. Every scene you can pick apart. Every scene's like just how psychotic this guy is, about what people think of him, how he puts himself forward to other people. It's such a good character study as well. I'd highly recommend it, even if you aren't a horror fan, to watch American Psycho. Coming in at number 2 from 2007, we have Trick or Treat. Halloween staple for me. I don't know, just every story in this is great. The way it ties up is fantastic. The character of Sam is awesome. It's one of those things that I don't think needs a sequel. I think it's perfect the way it is, but I wouldn't be annoyed if they did make a sequel. But yeah, super fun. Especially love the werewolf story in this one. And number one, some people might have guessed already, might be a bit lackluster for some, but 2005's The Devil's Rejects. This is my favorite out of the Firefly trilogy, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, this is just a cool road movie. You despise these characters, but you can't help but care for them at the same time. Just three great characters. That's what I didn't really like about Three from Hell. I know that Sid Haig was sick and ended up passing away, but just throwing that other guy in there was kind of a bit meh. But yeah, the soundtrack to this, the effects, the dialogue is so funny. I think Otis steals the show in this by far. But yeah, guys, that's my number one from the decade 2000 to 2009. If you haven't done a video already, definitely do one. It's a lot of fun, and I've been enjoying checking these lists out a lot. So yeah, guys, until next time, thanks for watching.